Hello, my angels. Welcome to the month of March, and welcome to the energies of myself, Tigra, here at Sacred Sagittarius Angels. And this is all your Sagittarius channel here on YouTube. If this is your first time, please don't let it be the last. Come here in love and light within your heart and spirit as we cleanse the space. We're going to start the general energies for the month of March for Sagittarius. I tend to like to do the monthly and weekly readings for the month in the particular month. I know some readers kind of do it in advance, but I feel more energetic and receptive to the energies when I'm actually in the period of that month. So you'll see all through this week your first half of your March general messages as it pertains to love, finances, career, and other general readings. Then come on back for your weekend reading, and then we'll go through the weekly reading that I do every week. Subscribe, share, like, and comment. It means a lot whether you put an emoji or you give me a thumbs up. I'm a small channel, and the more energy and attention you bring to the channel, hopefully it will continue to grow, and maybe a lot of my past subscribers will know that I'm still here. The algorithm isn't fair, and with that, in closing, I will just say I record these videos very early in the day, and sometimes it can take up to 24, even as long as 48 or 72 hours before it uploads. So again, my advance apologies if when you come across a video and the date might be a few days off. It's not because I uploaded late. It's just the process of YouTube. Okay? So my videos are timestamped. The space has been blessed and cleared and prayed over. We are in the month of March. Those of you who are returning, you know that I rotate my many decks that I have every month. So you'll see a different setup on the prayer altar, and you'll see a different rotation of decks. Okay, so we're starting out at the timestamp of 2:05. This is your March general finance and career reading. Remember, as with all general readings, it may or may not pertain to you. This might be some later energy, like not a right now energy. So never say never. It's good to record these messages or keep a mental note of them, add them to your playlist, because you never know when something might come back to you a week or three from now. And you're like, wait a minute, Tigra said this, and it's happening now, because time is fluid, right? And we all have free will, so we can alter anything that is said here or is said later. So be patient with me and be patient with yourself in the process of life. We're going to start out with the tarot. What are the energies? Heavenly Father, first bless this space and my energy and all those that come here in truth, love, and light. What are the general messages as it pertains to Sagittarius, which I am a Saggy, if you don't know, for the month of March as it pertains to their careers and finances? Okay. Well, as we start out the month of March, a lot of you are under the illusion of different things that you want to have or things that you desire. It could be even be in the sense of like what you want to commit yourself to financially this year to obtain your bucket list, so to speak. So, some of these things might be realistic, some of them not necessarily so. So it's great to have fantasies and want the best and want it all, but you're going to have to be practical of what you really can have and what you can achieve in life and what you should actually have, right? Again, setting those priorities straight. Because for many of you, life isn't fair. You could be going through some tribulations as far as your career and your finances, and you're looking for the angels, you're looking for the guides. You might be even looking for legal justice to work for you in this month. So for some of you, I feel like some of you might be soon near receiving a judgment or some type of closure in a legal case where you might be getting some monetary gains, like a lawsuit or back pay. I know a lot of subscribers unfortunately have gone through these various shutdowns, and my prayers are with you. So this could be what you're thinking. Okay, well, when I get my income tax, which is another big income boost, right? You're thinking about the things you're going to get, but remember, it's great to have these illusions and desires, but make sure you're paying your bills, you're taking care of the priorities and the real mainstays that are necessities in your life. So some of you might feel, well, I'm going to have this money coming in. You might already have heard from your attorney about what an approximate number is that you're getting. So I feel that's why some of you feel like you're going to have some extra money to play around with. I hope you take the majority of it, like I say, and pay off your debt and put some away for a rainy day. For many of you, this could be a month that is challenging to you because people have betrayed you or misrepresented themselves when it came to financial deals. This can be anywhere from within your company to your business partner to your romantic partner. So just be careful of how, if you do come into money, the wolves in sheep will be out, right? So just be careful, and as usual, you don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. Keep anything regarding your career, your finances, close to your chest, sometimes even away from the ones that you love, because there is some treachery there. Some people might misrepresent themselves to you in not a positive way. But for many of you, this money that is coming in, that you're being awarded or that you've won, that rightfully you have an entitlement to, you've suffered through this. So let's say if it was an incident where you were in an accident or something like that and you got hurt, yeah, you're getting all this money, but you paid the price with it with your injuries. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a bittersweet win, but at least the financial pain will be going away. The physical pain, some of you, if it is a physical thing, might last forever. But the pain of having to do without and not feeling whole financially, that will come to an end. And within this is going to help you to be stronger as you navigate in the future, because for many of you, when you're not doing well financially or your careers are kind of like in the dumpster, it does kind of take away the boost from your energy. It does give you like a low vibrational feeling. So I think this win and this case or whatever it is that's going to come to a closure, that's going to give you money and give you an opportunity to make things right, or to at least take care of things in your life financially that might have been set back, is definitely going to give you some additional strength now to get up and start doing things again and having hope in life and having hope in yourself. Clarifying, yeah. So not surprised we get the Three of Swords over the illusions of the things that you want to have. Again, like I said, not because you want it do you necessarily need to have it. So there will be some disappointments, because maybe the money that you thought you were getting, you're going to get, but it's not quite the amount that you're going to get. So you might not have enough to get all these other little extra trinkets and things that you thought you're going to treat yourself with. So there will be room for applause and joy and thankfulness that you are getting this money coming in. But then you're going to be the disappointments because you really thought this money was going to be more, or the money that you're getting you thought would go a longer way so that you can get other things that you desired. Clarifying the Justice. Yeah, like I said, with the Devil card clarifying the Justice, you're going to win this case. The money will come in, but there might be some little caveats to it. Again, I feel like it's going to be maybe the amount that the attorney told you were going to get doesn't end up being the final amount on the check. Or when you do get the check and you see all the deductions from your attorneys, right? That's going to be a surprise opener too. So especially like in worker comp cases, and this is just general information. Everybody's situation is different, and you need to speak to your legal counsel or advisor. You got to go through the ticket tape of everything, the expenses and stuff like that can come out of the proceeds. So just because they say you're going to get a certain amount, that doesn't mean that it's going to be the final amount. So the Devil card is almost saying like the devil is in the details, right? So the pain will go away, at least. The Queen of Pentacles, yes. You're going to feel somewhat whole again, at least financially, with the money coming in, especially if you had medical bills or just debt, over the past few weeks or months. At least this is going to get you out of the red and hopefully leave you a little bit to start over. Not maybe to go on the shopping spree that you want to go on, but at least a little bit to start over and have for your rainy day savings. Clarifying the strength card, the Empress, yes. You're going to be strong again to birth new ideas, to see an opening of where you can go from here. So let's say if you've been home on leave due to a medical situation or something, and now this case is settled, you've done your healing, you've done your rehab, now you're ready to birth new ideas. Maybe while you've been home, you decided you don't want to go back and do the 9 to 5. I'm going to do something for myself. But you're going to start birthing ideas and bringing new things to the forefront of what you want to do when it comes to your career and how you're going to handle your money. Because I believe during this time, many of you've learned a valuable lesson as far as your money and how you handle it and what you desire. We have this beautiful candle here of 777 luck. Wonderful things are about to happen. And yes, we do have a lot of luck on our side, on a general for most part. But even with that luck, you still have to know how to handle your money and how to save for a rainy day. Let's just see what's in the middle of the deck. We entered the Queen of Cups. So many of you will be in your feelings, but you're going to be in control of your feelings of how you're going to handle this money. And you're not going to let the money or what you went through, the situation, take away from you. Like I said, you're going to grow from this because it's going to be a trying period, or it has been a trying period for many of you. So let's go to my Tigress, Fame, and Fortune. We get, don't second guess yourself. Go with your initial gut feeling. Be confident. So for some of you, go with your gut feeling. If you disagree with what your attorney is saying that you're going to get, or if you're disagreeing with your employer or whoever you're doing negotiations with, whether it's a contract or agreement or a money settlement, go with what you feel is right. If you don't agree with what they're offering you, then you protest that. Okay, so go with your gut feeling, because that's where your confidence lies. That's where your strength is. We also get, situation or matter is pending, possible additional information needed, or lack of information provided. Some of you could have some situations where it's moving along the process, but there's still information that needs to be provided. Could be medical records, could be financial records, witness statements, that type of thing. If we're talking about applying for a job, it could be that there's information missing out of your dates of employment, or maybe you were employed by a company, they went out of business and they can't contact them for a reference. So just make sure that you second look and make sure you have all your credentials in case you have to refer back to them if questions come up in that process. Watch how you store or carry your money. And I tell this to many young people that I know, they put their phones in the back of the pocket. A lot of people don't like wearing pocketbooks. The ladies these days, everything just kind of goes, wherever. Watch how you carry your money and your credit cards. There's pickpockets out there. And be mindful of when you are doing transactions in the store and stuff like that, how you're pulling out your wallet, what stuff you're putting back in. It's great not to carry too much stuff with you. We also get bad investments. Some of you might be overspending this month, so be careful, because overspending and bad investments don't go quite well together. Some of you might be loaning money or have loaned money, and it might not come back to you. So again, like I said, the sharks are going to be out, right? The wolves, if you come into money, all of a sudden now everybody and anybody needs a helping hand. But, even if you loan it to them, a lot of them are not going to give you that money back. So if that's what you're expecting to see it come back, then don't lend it to them. Some of you will have excessive financial losses this month, and those losses, you'll have a slow recovery from it. So that's why I say, just because you have some extra money, don't go on a crazy shopping spree and buying things that you really don't need. Because just as you can have good times, you can turn around and your luck can run out. Okay? We're ending this deck with, you have great financial ideas and goals, but are not pursuing them. Many of you are kind of stuck in a rut, but it's because you're not listening to yourself. You're not being intuitive. You're not going within. Okay? It's great to get ideas and see what everyone else is doing, but search within. What is it that you really want to do? What are your goals? What are your desires? If you're not doing something that makes you happy, even though it pays the bills, then maybe you need to change your job or go in a different direction or do something in addition to your regular job that gives you joy. Let's just see what's on the bottom of the deck. Some of you might be changing or going into positions as far as a judge, a court officer, parole officer, whether in the military or even a police officer. So that could be a change of career for many of you. We're also going to throw in some money affirmations for you for this month. Coming up, the following videos you'll have for the month of March will be, of course, your love life, your just general overall March energy reading. You'll also have some regular affirmations as well as some angelic numbers. We'll probably visit some messages from the ancestors, and then we'll see from there what else the universe wants me to cover. We continue on with Outlook. Improve your relationship with money at this time if you want to be able to help grow your wealth. Some of you have conflicting values that impose negativity on your values around money. Change your behavior and develop better money habits. The way how you look at money, the way how you spend money, right? If you don't respect it, it's not going to respect and work for you. With Transporter, this is a card that can indicate that things will start moving rather quickly in your life. This could be a career in transportation. You could see yourself traveling. You might become a stewardess or anything where you're driving or behind the wheel. Could also be in shipping and cargo movement, transportation. So you could travel for work, or perhaps you need to take action on a financial matter. So this could be you taking a move on a financial matter, probably kind of, putting your foot to the pedal. And it can also be you going into a position or work or career that involves travel. With emotions, your emotions are affecting your finances. Some of you are paying too much attention to your love life and giving up on your career life and not really doing what you need to do to focus. Earn money doing something that you love. A dream job might be offered to you. So don't let your emotions get in the way of your employment. I mean, I think we've all done that, guys and gals, in our younger years. Yeah, but when you're older, no time for the games, no time for calling out and having arguments on the phone with your boo while you're at work, coming to work all stressed out and stuff like that, or having, confrontations in front of your building. I'm sure many of you have gone through that. Check your emotions when it comes to your job. Keep your love life and your work life separate. Do not bring either drama to either arena. Keep your love life intact. Don't bring those problems to your job. And don't even bring the problems on your job at home to your love life. You can avoid a lot of confusion by keeping the two separate. With arguments, some of you might be dealing with some money-related matters. And what did I say? It could be possibly your boo or your partner. So some of you can find yourself this month arguing over money issues. Maybe your partner isn't doing their share, or you find out that they didn't pay some bills and now things are in collections, or they loaned money to their family members. Listen, the list can go on and on. So just avoid any money problems. Like I said, even lending money to your partner sometimes can become an issue. And if you're getting money and they know about it, their hand could be out as well. So there could be some financial disputes, and it will affect your relationship, and it will disturb your emotions, and you'll bring that negative energy to work. With prudence, don't let the balance of your credit cards get too high. Just another reminder from the universe, you've got to watch what you're spending. We live in very critical, dire times right now, and you need to shop resourcefully and with common sense. So stay within your budget. Make sure you even have a budget, and please live within your means. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. And you must put away for a rainy day. The bottom of the deck, we end with caution. Use caution when making financial decisions, even when you're making financial decisions with the person that you love. Don't let your heart, don't let your emotions Just because you love someone doesn't mean that, you're just going to open up your piggy bank to them, or you're going to, side with them in monetary situations. If you don't feel what they're telling you, what they want to do financially is good for you, then you have to speak up. So be careful not to overspend, again, on wants opposed to needs, and use caution when making financial decisions, even when you want to be helpful to other people. If it's not going to work for you, it's like we just mentioned, it's nice to be nice, but if you know you're giving someone money and they're not going to pay you back, and this is a substantial amount of money, then maybe only give them a small fraction and say, listen, I wish I could give you more, but this is all that I have. If someone's asking you for 200, but you know they're not going to give you 200 back, give them $20. That type of vibe, okay? And don't feel guilty about it, because if you're going to take a loss, at least take a small loss. As we come to a close, we're going to go into our manifestation. Heavenly Father, bless our energy and space. Bless the money that comes into our life this month. May this money come in droves. May it come in positively in a way in which we can use it for the things of necessity. If we are blessed to have an excess of money, let us put it to proper use and also put some to savings. I am creating a life where I no longer have to worry about money. Wow, isn't that a beautiful thing to believe and to really manifest in your life, that you are working from this day forward to create a life where you no longer have to worry about money. You're not going to have to worry about caution or prudence or arguments or your emotions, because you're going to have everything on lock. You're not going to have a worry, because you're going to finagle and finesse your money and save accordingly. I give myself permission to enjoy my money without guilt. Yes, if you got compensated for something, if you got a monetary gift, if money was left to you, bequeathed to you from a relative, and you are blessed to come into money, even if it's money from luck, right? From lotto or something like that. Be happy, be joyful that you've gotten this opportunity. Don't feel guilty because you got the money, and don't let other people make you feel guilty because you have this money. Don't let them turn that guilt into something where they want to collect the money from you. Okay, we all have our source of luck. It comes in different methods, and how we obtain that luck and what we do with that luck, that is our personal decision and our personal journey. We end with money is just a tool. I decide how I use it to build my best life. And at the end of the day, that's all money is, right? It comes, it goes. It's a tool. Like any other tool, it can work for us or work against us. It can just stop and collapse if we misuse it. So how you decide to use your money in your life, where, with whom you choose to use your money and share your money with, is either going to bring you up or bring you down. Make sound decisions financially in your life. If you're not in the career that you don't like, you're not loving it, try to get out of it. But I get it. It's not that easy to just get up and go and leave a career. But until then, study, grow, learn. There's free internet out there. There's free streaming. So many free courses and things that you can do. Many of you are very talented in your own skill and art set. Take those opportunities, even if it's just by you starting to sell to family and friends and co-workers. Dreamers dream, and never stop dreaming, and never stop believing that you have luck on your side. May you have a blessed and rewarding financial month of March, and may you do the right things, not only for yourself and your career, but for your financial stability. Thank you for watching. Namaste.